Hello, viewers. Good to see you. Compliment of the season. It's a new year, and I hope we're all having a prosperous moment. Of course, wherever you could be, I know some of our friends are actually out there on the beach, cinema, really having a nice time. Yeah, good. Make sure you enjoy yourself. All right. So I hope 2026 is going to be a year of prosperity for everyone. All right. So today we're still talking to you about how to improve your knowledge of the English language, where we try to, provide linguistic adequacy. All right. So remember in the last section where we're talking about adjectives, absolute adjectives. I hope you still remember that. All right. We said absolute adjectives are also known as ultimate adjectives, and which simply means they are adjectives that we cannot compare. They are uncomparable adjectives. They are ungradable adjectives. We cannot compare them. We cannot grade them, and that because they are actually in their final form. They're absolute. Take for example, words such as superior. You're going to find details of these in one of my videos. Think about the word superior. Think about the word superlative. Think about the word supreme. Think about the word junior, senior. I mean, all shapes, rectangular, full, empty. All right. Sometimes where people say, "Oh, the glass is empty." It's do we say it's empty or is the most empty or emptiest? You see, once it's empty, it's empty, and once it's full, it's also full. We cannot say fuller, and we wouldn't say fullest. When it is full, it is full. These are examples of absolute adjectives. So today's section, I'll be talking to you about what we call double comparison. Double comparison. So let's look at this. Double comparison is a form of error that relates to the co-occurrence of two comparative markers, such as the ER and more, EST and most. And I think this illustration could actually help you guys. Think about this. That is tall. All right. I can actually compare this. Take for example, I want to compare between two people. One is taller than the other. So I say taller. You can see I've just added he out to that. And if they're actually three, I could talk about, okay, let's say he's the tallest of the triplets. Tallest. All right. So you can see here, I've just added he, st. So this is how we compare. All right. But when we talk about double comparison, I still need you to pay more attention to this example. This is huge. Unfortunately, I wouldn't say huger. All right. I can say more huge, and that simply means I could also say most huge. All right, so let's write that on the board. So I could also say most huge. All right, so we can see this is the degree form, the comparative form, and the superlative form. So what exactly have we done? When comparing between two, here, look at the first example. I'm going to call this one. If you look at the first example, we added ER. But if you look at the second example, we added more. Okay, when comparing three, the first example, we added EST. The second example, we added most. This tells you these are the common ways we try to compare. All right. Now, what do we mean by double comparison? And let's even ask a question. It's double comparison in any way correct. You see, double comparison is an inappropriate expression. It's a form of error. So it's an error. It's common, especially among younger learners. Take, for example, more taller. She's more taller. You see, don't forget more. Yeah, this is it. It's a comparative form. ER is a comparative form, which means you are using two comparatives, and that's where the idea double comparison is coming from. So this is about expression. So if you pick the more, all right, you have got to drop ER, and if you pick ER, you've got to drop more. All right, it's just like when you say someone is more lazier. All right, see, this is going to be bad English because more, it's a comparative. ER, it's a comparative. So it looks like you have double. Okay, so it's either more lazy, if that even exists, because the correct comparative of lazy is lazier. So you've got lazier, and this is lazy. It's usually compared as lazier with addition of ER. All right, so it's going to be wrong to, you know, float in a different comparative or additional comparative. So this is wrong. Okay, one more example. Most tallest. Remember, this is EST. It does the same job as most. So this is double. All right. So most tallest, that would be a bad example. Perhaps I need to say here, most laziest. So most laziest is bad English, and that because EST does the same job as most. So this is what we call double comparison. Very quickly, let me just tell you what we've been able to do. We just want you to know that double comparison is a co-occurrence of more, an ER, EST, or more. So when you actually bring them together, it's bad expression. Thank you.